Hi, and welcome to Humboldt State University. My name is Megan Mefford, and I am the PDSO for the campus and the Coordinator of International Student Admission, Immigration, and Advising. I look forward to working with all of you and meeting you in person real soon.
Hi, my name is Becky Petro, and I am an office coordinator at the International English Language Institute. I am also an international student advisor and DSO in the IELA.
Hi, my name is Joel Herrick, and I'm a study abroad, admissions, and immigration advisor. I also serve as a campus DSO, though I typically work with students coming in on exchange. While studying in the United States, it is important to maintain your F1 student status. Your visa says you are coming to the United States to study. You should not consider any action that would detract from that purpose. Over the next 10 minutes, we will cover details about the requirements of maintaining your F1 immigration status while studying here at HSU.
First, we will cover the important immigration documents you should all have in your possession. You should all have a valid passport with an F1 visa stamp, as well as your immigration form I-20. All of these documents are required at the port of entry and must be valid when you enter the United States. Your passport must be valid for 6 months into the future, so always double check the expiration date on your passport. If your passport is going to expire within 6 months, you can visit your country's embassy in either San Francisco or Los Angeles, and they will help you apply for a new one. Once you are in the United States, your F1 visa can expire. Your visa does not need to be valid for you to maintain legal F1 status. However, if you leave the country on a vacation and your visa expires, it will need to be renewed before you can re-enter the country. Your visa cannot be renewed in the United States. It can only be renewed in your home country. Your I-20 is your official document for F1 status. Once you are in the country, do not discard your I-20. You will need to keep it for the duration of your program. It's very important to keep your I-20 in good condition. If your I-20 is ever lost, damaged, or stolen, you can come to the Center for International Programs and request a new one. Upon your entry into the United States, you will be issued an I-94 record. This is an electronic record which maintains and tracks your entry to and departure from the United States. Remember that you cannot arrive in the United States more than 30 days before your program start date.
CVIS is an internet-based system which allows us to communicate with USCIS about your status while you're here in the United States. We will be sending the USCIS information about you through CVIS each semester.
One of the main requirements as an international student is to be registered full-time. As an undergraduate student, you are required to be registered for a minimum of 12 semester units during the fall and spring. Of those 12 units, 3 of those units can be taken online. As a graduate student, you must be enrolled in a minimum of 9 semester units. Of those 9 units, 3 can be taken online. You do not have to be registered for classes during the summer semester as it is an optional, non-mandatory session. You are required to attend each and every class session. If you miss 3 consecutive class sessions in a row, you could put yourself at risk of being administratively withdrawn from that class. Administrative withdrawal is an unauthorized withdrawal and could put you out of status with your immigration. It is important that you attend each and every class and that you also participate in these classes. If you are going to be absent from a class, it is important that you contact your instructor and inform them of your upcoming absence. You should also make arrangements to complete and turn in any coursework that you will be missing.
Sometimes issues arise which prevent you from registering full-time, such as a medical issue, or perhaps if you're a degree-seeking student and it's your final semester, you simply do not have enough requirements left to register full-time. In this situation, you would need to apply for what we call a reduced course load and receive authorization from your DSO prior to dropping courses below a full-time requirement. It is important that you do not work without prior authorization. As an F1 student, you must receive authorization before you can work. In some situations, your DSO can authorize employment in cases like on-campus employment or CPT. Other employment, such as off-campus employment, or OPT, must be approved by USCIS prior to beginning work. If you choose to work without authorization, you could be asked to deport the country, and it may affect your ability to return in the future. CPT is a type of employment authorization most popularly used to seek paid or unpaid internship opportunities while you're a degree-seeking student. It is available to both undergraduates and graduate students. You must have a job offer, and your employment must be approved by your academic advisor and your DSO before beginning work. CPT must be an integral part of your degree program, such as a major course, or if it's not an integral course offered for your major, it can be taken in the form of a directed study or independent study. For more information on CPT, please review our website or come speak to one of your DSOs in the International Center. OPT is a popular employment authorization most commonly used after completion of studies. You can be authorized up to 12 months full-time OPT and sometimes longer periods of time if you are a STEM major. In some instances, you could apply for pre-completion OPT, where you can participate in employment during the summertime or approved holidays and breaks. OPT must be authorized by USCIS prior to beginning employment. However, you do not need a job offer in order to apply. You must find a job within 90 days after receiving authorization.
J-1 students who want to work while in the United States have two options: on-campus employment and academic training. J-1 students are eligible for on-campus employment for up to 20 hours per week. To participate, J-1 students must bring a completed on-campus employment form to the Center for International Programs. Academic training is employment directly related to a J-1 student's major field of study and may be used during the semester, during breaks in the academic year, or directly following the completion of studies. The length of this training may not exceed 18 months or the length of the program, whichever is shorter. To participate in academic training, you must submit to the Center for International Programs a letter from the employer on letterhead documenting the duties of the position, salary, location of the employment, and duration of the employment, and a completed application for academic training available on our website. J-1 students may not engage in any employment without Center for International Programs approval. J-1 students who carry a DS 2019 that was not issued by Humboldt State University should contact their program sponsor regarding any employment.
You are required to complete your studies by the program end date as shown on your I-20. If you are unable to complete your studies by this date, you will need to request a program extension. Program extensions must be requested of your DSO at least 2 weeks before your program end date. You must also have a compelling academic or medical reason for your extension. Failure to apply for an extension before the expiration date is a violation of your status, and you will need to apply for reinstatement or leave the country.
When you are ready to travel and take a vacation outside of the United States, you will need to obtain an authorization signature on the bottom of page 3 of your I-20. This travel signature informs immigration that you are maintaining your F1 status while enrolled in school. It is important that before you travel outside of the United States that you verify that this travel signature is there on the bottom of page 3 and that it is not older than 1 year. We recommend updating this travel signature with each instance of travel, or once every 6 months as necessary.
It is important to take action to maintain your legal status upon completion of your studies.
J-1 non-immigrants may remain in the United States for 30 days following the expiration of Form DS 2019. Importantly, you may not apply for a J-1 status-related benefit during the 30-day grace period. During this grace period, you may not apply for admission to the U.S. in J-1 status, a program extension, employment authorization, and you may not work or study. Unless you file a timely application to change status for a start date before the end of the 30-day grace period, you must depart the U.S. before the end of this grace period. If a student decides to withdraw from the university without completing their degree, they have 10 days in which to leave the U.S. There is no 30-day grace period. The student must contact the Center for International Programs and notify the appropriate staff of their intention to leave and not return.
Please note that an authorized early withdrawal from your program is not a completion of studies.
All of our communication with you will be through your HSU email account. Please read and respond to all communication from us. If you are ever having any trouble understanding an email from one of us, you can come to the front desk at the Center for International Programs and get help.
Your DSO should be the first person you talk with if you have any questions regarding the legal requirements of your stay here in the United States. Your DSO can assist in answering your questions or help you find someone who can.
If you ever have any questions or concerns, or just want to stop by and say hello, you can always come to our main office. The Center for International Programs is located in the Foyer Worker House off of Mill Street next to the Library Circle. We're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We also offer regular walk-in hours for immigration advising, or you can set up an appointment by talking to the front desk. The front desk reception is also a good resource for finding forms and other information on our website. They can also direct you to university resources that are available here on campus.
We look forward to meeting all of you.
Bye!
Please understand that this information has been provided as a guideline only and is subject to change without notice at any moment. It is important for you to understand that the responsibility for maintaining your status lies with you.